Hi everybody, hope we're all well. Where are we off to, you might be asking? Well, actually we're going to be going to a garden centre. It's actually not far from where I live. The interesting thing is though, a couple of weeks ago I actually had an interview there to work in their kitchen. That's my school kitchen is my background in the last 4 years anyway. Anyway, I did have an interview there to work in their kitchen and I didn't get the job. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to review your coffee and maybe a small breakfast, you know, something like a poached egg on toast or whatever. I'm thinking on those lines anyway. So we're going to go and have a look. I have not actually ever ate in there. I have once had a coffee. So yeah, thunderstorms are predicted today. I do hope we have a lot of rain, but all my water butts are full. I do have one that I need to fit. I wish I'd fitted it now, but hey, these things. I want to say thank you to everybody who's commented on the last couple of videos. George Kemp, your comment was really helpful because it did shed some light as to why YouTube revenue, ad revenue specifically, has sort of nosedived for a lot of people, including myself. Hence my looking for part-time work. You're really interesting. The link you gave was illuminating, to say the least. It looks like YouTube Premium, which YouTube are obviously pushing, is creating this dent, especially in small creators like myself and people who've got less subs. I mean, I'm quite lucky. I've got as many as I've got, but you know, it's the amount of subs you have doesn't equate to the amount of views you get. Not always, but certainly not. Yeah, it depends. But the smaller creators, it's really having a terrible effect because where they might have earned half decent is now like peanuts. Oh, where are you going? Anyway, I pressed. Right, come on. I'm going to turn you around so you can see where we're going because it is quite nice. Well, we won't be long. We'll be there very soon. 5 minutes. There we are, all arrived. Let's park up neatly. Hold up. Straighten up a little bit and then get into the cafe. I have actually been here for a little walk around. I will leave a link in the description just in case you're interested. It's absolutely fine if you're not, but it's there anyway. I did a walkabout a long time ago, but this is for their cafe. It's a really large place, the actual cafe itself, so we're bound to find somewhere nice and quiet to sit. So let's get in. Right, let's get straight to the cafe. Anyone remember them? Has it still got the telephone in it? Oh no, of course not. Do you remember the books? The telephone books that used to be in them, the great big black things. You used to be able to kind of flip it out and look at all the... I mean, as kids, we used to go in there and ring people and make crank phone calls because, you know, feral children in the 70s sort of thing you did. Right, here's the cafe. We're going to order a coffee first and then have a look at what they have for breakfast. Oh, well, we're outside. It's actually quite nice out here. Everybody's inside. It's quite busy inside. The temperature's really nice and it's not raining yet, so I'm going to be outside on this one. Cappuccino. How much did this all cost? £3.80 for the cappuccino. Standard price, I suppose. How much did I pay? Poached egg on toast. I think that's 2 eggs, if I'm right. I can't quite remember. Actually, I've got it right here. It says poached eggs, so I'm hoping that's 2. Poached egg on toast. They give you a gluten-free option. It did take a little while to get this cappuccino, but they are busy. It is a Saturday morning. To be fair, I'm quite glad I don't work here. So, I think I'm a bit too old because by the age of all the ladies, the women, the young women in there, they look all sort of in their early 20s. So, hey ho. Anyway, I do actually have a job. I did get one. It's 2 days in a school kitchen. Happy days. I'm really happy with that. That helps a lot. So yeah, recipes are coming up. I am got two recipes to do this weekend, which will be released in the week at some point. Editing. I love a wood pigeon. Anyway, cheers. Cheers. Nice cappuccino. Oh, fresh raised milk. So Philpott's use fresh raised milk. I have, you know, the whole Beauvais thing. I have emailed them twice over the last year, or since December, I should say. It is June now, actually, to be fair. And they didn't reply, but hey ho. Fresh raised, I asked and she showed me, so that's really good. At least I know it's Beauvais free milk. So I did order about 10 minutes ago, so I'd be interested to see how long it takes. What's a fair length of time to wait? I'll try and see if I've got a time on my oh, actually, it might say the time here. Oh, it does, 9:43, and it's currently 9:54, so I was right, guesstimation. I'll show you the receipt in a minute, but £6.45 for the poached eggs. It says poached egg on toast with the receipt, so I'm slightly worried that I'm only going to have 1 egg now, even though the breakfast menu, and you'll have a look at that in a minute. In fact, you can have a look at it now. Let's have a look at the breakfast menu, because it does do a full breakfast and all that kind of stuff, which looks quite good. Yeah, omelettes as well. So yeah, have a little bit just at this while we wait. Nice. Okay, so it's just arrived. I've got to get knife and forks. I actually forgot them, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to have to cover it with my scarf because of flies. Oh, God. But it's not buttered. Look at the toast. She said she thought it was buttered. Just got to flick that. It doesn't look buttered to me, so she actually had to come and get me butter. I mean, that's dry as a bone. There's no butter on that whatsoever. And well, I've got to crack open these eggs to test them. So I'm going to go and get a knife and fork quickly. My fault for forgetting that. Yeah. See you in a minute. Yeah. No, not buttered at all. Not buttered at all. So they've slapped on 2 poached eggs onto dry bread. I mean, let's crack one open, see how it is. Crack them both open, in fact. Well, the poached eggs are good. I mean, it's been a few minutes faffing about getting a knife and fork, but it suits me. Poached eggs are good. It's just ridiculous how much, I've got to butter after the event, not before. That is absolutely ridiculous. And when I said to her, is that buttered? She said, yes, it's buttered. And it's like, it looks very dry to me. I mean, it wasn't buttered. Trying to, look, I've got to butter it around the egg. Yeah. Anyway, come on, let's go in. I am hungry. I actually haven't had breakfast. Nice egg. Nice egg. I have to butter the other bread, toast rather. Jesus. What even is that? Litchfields. Yeah. I'll have to. I don't know about Litchfields. I've got a feeling they are Beauvais free. If that's, I think they are. I'm sure I looked this up before. But hey ho, some things you can't know everything. I've got quite a large taste of vinegar. Obviously, you know how you make poached eggs. Some people put a bit of vinegar in, don't they? Right, well. I'm going to finish this and I'll see you outside for a little rating of the Philpotts breakfast. Yeah. I'll carry on. I am hungry. This is breakfast. The yolks were runny, which is a good thing. Shame about the lack of buttering, but hey, more on this when we go outside. See you in a bit. Bit disappointing, I've got to be honest. It was 2 eggs, which was great. They were quite small. They seemed sort of lost on that 2 large pieces of toast. They did give you the gluten-free option, and I am wondering whether they're not buttered because in case you don't want to have butter for whatever reason. But I would have kind of expected them to be buttered. What do you think? Because I am not sure on that. I could be. It's actually starting to rain. So it cost £6.45 for those 2 eggs on toast. I'm not sure. I was getting quite a lot of taste of vinegar. Now, when I say vinegar, I think, you usually would use something like, I don't know, white wine vinegar or something like that if you were going to make poached eggs. Not everyone uses vinegar. I haven't. You don't need to. But there was a lot of flake that was quite strong. And it wasn't that pleasant. You don't really want to eat vinegar. And it was, cappuccino was very nice. It was good to know that it was fresh ways. I don't know whether it's the age demographics, but those girls, they seemed a bit bordering on a little bit rude, not very smiley, like they don't want to be there, which is possibly a factor. Saturday, it's a Saturday job for some of them, I'd imagine. I think I'd rate that 5.5, if I'm honest. I don't think I'd have that again. I wouldn't mind trying their full-on breakfast one day. I think that's, was that £12 something? I think so. Can't remember. I'll try and flash it on the screen. We did look at the menu. Anyway, it's really starting to rain now, so we're going to leave it there. That was the Philpotts breakfast. A little one, to be fair. Not the big one. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to get this out tonight because this is day 3. And I didn't even say day 3 when I started because I forgot. Anyway, take care. Tomorrow there's a farm open day and we're going to go and visit it. It's actually around the corner from where I live, quite close. I'm looking forward to that. I've already seen them lining up all the tractors and stuff like that. So it's a big event. I think there's multiple farms doing it. I'll try and put a little info here because this is going out tonight on the 7th. It's a Saturday, so I've got to go home and edit this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.